Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina, and if you are new here on my channel, I do bookish related things and I also do beauty. So if that sounds like something you'd like to be a part of, I say please subscribe here to my YouTube channel. And if you do like this video by the end of it, I say please give this video a thumbs up. So in today's video, we are going to be doing another book haul. I have accumulated a few books and I want to share with you guys what I've picked up. So if you want to see the books that I picked up, then please keep on watching. The first book I am going to be sharing with you guys is Namesake by Adrienne Young. I recently read Fable. I want to say, when did I read it? I want to say I read this book in January, but I could be completely wrong. Or Fable, at least. I read Fable, which is the first book to this. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's about a young girl who's like a dredger. If you don't know what dredging is, she pretty much like goes to the bottom of the ocean and like finds things in the ocean. And yeah, she's a scavenger, a dredger. I forgot exactly what her title really is called. I know that they threw dredger in there, but she's really a scavenger. She looks underneath the ocean for like gold, anything that she can use to sell, to make money. So that's how she makes her living. So yeah, there's really a lot going into the first story. I really enjoyed it a lot. There was a lot of, not a lot, but there was some really good action in there. So yeah, overall I didn't hate the story. I really enjoyed it enough for me to pick up book number 2 just to see where Fable's journey continues, because it did leave off with a little bit of a cliffhanger and it was really shocking to say the least. So yeah, I'm really excited to jump into this one and see if I'll equally like it as much as I like the first one, if not more. So yeah, Namesake by Adrienne Young. The next books are actually mangas that I recently picked up, and I picked up Goodbye My Rose Garden, which is book 1, and then I picked up Goodbye My Rose Garden Part 2, and then Goodbye My Rose Garden 3. These are all by Dr. Peperco? I don't know. It sounded really interesting. I thought it was going to be like a love interest, but I don't think it's going to be like romantically like that. It's more of like a friendship bond that's really strong enough to, you know, keep each other alive. So yeah, I believe like one of the main characters was like suicidal, and she becomes friends with like the housemaid, and she kind of like saves her from her sadness, is what it sounds like it's gonna be like. So she's inspiring her to want to be a part of the world, you know, that she's important. So yeah, I really loved that, and I felt like this would be a really good read, especially now that I'm trying to jump into mangas. I felt like this would be something very light and easy to read and jump into. So yeah, I decided to pick these 3 up, and I cannot wait to get to them hopefully soon. The next book I picked up is the first volume to How Do We Relationship. This is another manga, and this is a LGBTQIA representation, so it's going to be girl romance, and I felt like that is so cute. I've been really in the mood for, you know, some girl romance, any kind of queer romance. I've been in the mood for a lot lately, so I decided to pick this up, and it's a manga, another manga. It sounds really interesting. So yeah. I read the synopsis for this one, and it's basically about a young girl who's always wanted to find love, but she knows that the type of love she's looking for is kind of frowned upon in her country, and that's because she loves women, she likes women, and she doesn't always find it easy to connect with another woman until, I believe, when she goes off to college, she ends up like befriending a girl, and then they both decide to get into a relationship with one another. So I think that's all I know. That's really all I know about this story. So that's what really got me wanting to pick this up. So yeah, I can't wait also to jump into this one, because like I said, I've been really in the mood for some romance, especially some queer romance, because yeah, that just it makes me happy. It really does. So yeah. And this one is by story and art by Tammy Fool. The next book I picked up is yet another manga, and this is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. This is like the complete collection, I believe. Story by Yaru Sumino, art by Idumi Kirihara. I believe this is about a girl who has like pancreas cancer. And she writes a lot in like a journal or her diary about like people's pancreas that she wants to eat. Basically it's just because she has pancreas cancer, or it's something like along the lines of that, and she just wants a new one. So yeah, she writes down her feelings and pretty much just says a lot about wanting to eat people's pancreases, because like I said, she wants a new one, and that's just her only way of like getting it out about wanting a new one, is just writing it in her diary, talking about those pancreases that she wants to eat. I think that's what it's about. I could be completely off, but I think that's what I read about in the synopsis, and that's what really drew me in. And then one day she like loses her diary, and somebody happens to find it and reads it, and reads a lot about what she's been saying about wanting to eat people's pancreases. So yeah. The next book I picked up is yet another manga, and this is A Silent Voice. This is volume 1. This was created by Yoshitoki Oima. Yeah, I'm gonna be butchering all these names, so I do apologize for that in advance. Please forgive me. I suck at pronouncing names in general. I picked this one up because my kids recently showed me A Silent Voice, the anime on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it so much. It's about a young deaf girl who gets severely bullied to the point where she has to move away from her school to another, and the main bully character boy actually like ends up getting bullied himself and loses all his friends along the process, and wants to make amends with the young girl who he bullied and try to make things better, because as he got older he realized how he treated her was not nice, obviously, and he just wants to apologize and be friends with her, because the whole time she was trying to be friends with him and he just did not want to be friends with her because the fact that she was deaf. And yeah, the next book I picked up was Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. So many people talk about this book along with the other two that are part of the series, and I want to get into it. I want to see what the hype is about. I hear so many good things about it. I don't think I've heard not one person talk negative about it. A lot of people just like the representation as well in it. I believe the main character has cerebral palsy, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure, but I know she has, I want to say, some form of disability, so I'm not too sure exactly what that is. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what this is all about. Hopefully I really enjoyed as much as everybody else did, and we'll continue with the series to pick up the other ones. But yeah, I'm so glad I finally got my hands on this. It took me so long to finally get it, but I'm glad I got it. So I'm really excited for this one as well. The next book I picked up is Heartstoppers Volume 3, and I just found out that Alice Oseman is coming out with the Volume 4 of Heartstoppers, so I'm like bummed that I just barely found that out, because if I would have known, I would have waited, because I think it's coming out like May 6th, I believe, or 2nd. It's literally coming out at the beginning of May, so if I would have known it was coming out soon, I would have waited to get Volume 3 so I could have got Volume 3 and 4. But nonetheless, I decided to pick up Heartstoppers Volume 3. I've been wanting to pick this one up for some time now, but it's been pretty high priced, so it finally dropped down a little bit enough for me to finally say, okay, I'm gonna go pick it up. So yeah, I'm glad that this one didn't come damaged like the other two, and it actually came really quickly. And yeah, I can't wait to jump into Charlie and Nick's journey. You can get all the feels all over again with them. I will probably end up reading 1 and 2 before I read 3, just to kind of like revamp my mind on the story. But overall, like, this is one that I'm really excited for the most, is to see where Nick and Charlie's journey continues now that they're exclusive. And yeah, so this book was actually gifted to me by a good friend of mine, and this is The Body Keeps the Score. This is by Bessel van der Kolk, MD. It's brain, mind, and body in the healing of trauma. I just recently got this over the weekend. My good friend Sonia gave this to me, and this really touches me so much. I will definitely be picking this one up very soon. I feel like this is something that I need to read. It's one of those hard-hitting stories about like traumatic experiences, whether it be from, you know, just traumatic experiences that you've had in life. And I feel like this is definitely something that I need in the process of trying to I can't say heal, because my trauma doesn't hold me back. At least I don't think it does. But it'll give me a sense of clarity on how to maybe control it better when it comes to like my anxiety, my depression, and any other things that I struggle with on a daily. So yeah, I really appreciate the thought that she put into this book, and she actually did her research. Like she told me, she did her research and made sure that this was going to be something that would help me mentally. She's a friend that doesn't struggle like the way I do, but she understands enough to want to be a part of it, and I love that so much. I'm gonna get emotional because, you know, you just don't find friends like that very often. I am so grateful for the friends that I do have and have stuck around through my craziness, through my episodes, through anything, and just want to be a part of my life no matter what. So thank you so much, Sonia. I cannot wait to jump into this story. The next book I picked up is yet another manga, and this is Snow White with the Red Hair by Soroda Akidoki. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, you guys already know I don't pronounce these names right. But yeah, I picked this one up. I saw somebody recommend it. I believe it was Allie from the Chaotic Reader. She recommended it to somebody else, and I decided to pick it up because I saw it was available at my local Barnes and Nobles. I picked it up just to give it a try. I don't know anything about it. It looks very whimsical. Like there's going to be some fantasy magic going on, maybe like a journey, like a adventure. I don't know. Sorry, my mind's crazy right now. So yeah, I really want to see if I'm gonna enjoy this, and if I do, I'll definitely go pick up the other series. So yeah, this is a moment where I felt like picking up mangas. I was just in the mood for mangas. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Mangas, and I decided to pick up quite a bit, as you can tell throughout this whole entire book haul. So the next books that I picked up is actually part of a series, and I decided to pick up all of the rest of them that I needed for the series. And I don't know if I'm gonna put them in order because they're just literally just stacked, but it's all good. I'll read them in the correct order. So I picked up Empire of Storm by Sarah J. Maas. This is part of the Throne of Glass series, so I picked this one up because I needed it to complete the series, because so far I'm enjoying it. Then I picked up Queen of Shadows, Heir of Fire, Kingdom of Ash, and Tower of Dawn. And these are following the main character Selena, who has just won the assassin for the king, who she doesn't want to be a part of, but she does it anyway because this will gain her freedom. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've gotten to, because I've only read The Assassin Blade and Throne of Glass. So those are the only two books that I've read in the series, but I cannot wait to jump into the other ones because it's been really interesting so far and I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, and the last book that I recently just got, if you've seen my Owl Crate unboxing, you know what this is gonna be, and this is The Witches Steeped in Gold by Sienna Smart. I don't think I'm saying their name right, but nonetheless, I just recently got this and I'm really excited to jump into it. Not only is the cover gorgeous, it sounds really interesting. It definitely has like magic vibes, witchy vibes, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. So yeah, I cannot wait to jump into this one as well. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's book haul. If you've read any of these books, let me know down below. If you plan on reading any of these books, let me know down below. And yeah, that is it again for today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.